Mervyn King and Michael van Gerwen played each other for the first time in the PDC over 15 years ago, where they met in the last 32 of the 2007 Bobby Bourne Memorial Trophy. King was the 3-1 winner on that day, and he managed to win their next 7 meetings. However, the tides then changed, and MVG managed to win 4 of their next 5 games ahead of their face-off in the final of the 2012 World Grand Prix, which was Michael's first major final. King went 4-1 up in that final before Van Gerwen won 5 straight sets to secure the title, the first of his 47 majors to date. This win was the making of Michael, and Mervyn won just 1 of his next 18 games against the Dutchman. They then didn't play each other for almost 18 months until they met in the semi-final of the Third Players Championship event of 2019. MVG managed to go 4-0 up in the first of 7 game, and King began to look as if he had given up, throwing far quicker than normal. In the 5th leg, he got a shot at 76. He hit single 20, meaning he needed single 16 for tops. However, he rushed it and hit the treble 8, meaning he didn't get a dart at double. Mervyn looked very angry and appeared to be talking to himself, leading to MVG giving him weird looks. In the 6th leg, Mervyn was throwing like he had given up, and MVG was laughing at times. After starting with scores of 100 and 81, King hit scores of 45 and 41. He did get a chance at 150, but went for 3 balls, messing up and scoring just 48. Merv ended up winning the leg, in which MVG appeared to be put off. Michael went on to win 7-3, with King averaging just 84. The players shook hands before Mervyn pointed at something on the floor. MVG had his say about Mervyn's actions following his win in the final.
For instance, I played Mervyn King, he wasn't even trying, you know what I mean? It was a disgrace for darts, and things like that shouldn't happen in darts, and I always give 100%.
Mervyn responded by releasing a statement saying that he found the throw, or rocky, on the streaming board to be too long as usual. He said that to compensate for this, he gripped the dart differently and threw quicker. He said that just because MVG was world champion and world number 1, he didn't know everything about everyone else. King won their next meeting, which came on TV at the UK Open a few weeks later, and then spoke about the incident.
He's got to learn that he can't talk for other people. I like Michael. He's a great player, he's a great guy, but you cannot slur somebody's name by saying something like that without the repetition coming back and biting him in the arse.
Stowe Buntz is an American player who plays on the PDC affiliated CDC Tour and has secured a place at Ali Pali for the 2024 World Championships after finishing 2nd on the CDC Pro Tour rankings. Buntz reached the final of the first event of the year, but then didn't get to another one in the next 5 events. This all changed at the 3rd block of events in Canada. In the 7th event of the year, Buntz faced David Cameron in the semis and went 5-3 up in the first of 7 game. Stowe then had the throw in the 9th leg, but Cameron stepped forward and asked for a bathroom break. This was strange, as it looked as no breaks were planned. After the break, Cameron won 3 legs in a row to go 6-5 up. In the 12th leg, Cameron left 80 after 12, while Stowe was on 290 after 9. Buntz began to give up, throwing the 2nd dart of the visit rapidly and the 3rd one with his other hand whilst he was already walking to the board. Cameron then missed a match dart, allowing Buntz to return. He rushed the dart which hit the single 5 before he threw 2 darts at the same time which landed in random positions. The commentators said what Stowe was doing was wrong. Cameron missed even more match darts before Stowe rushed his next turn. Stowe could be seen in the background kicking in rage. Crazily, Buntz went on to win the leg after Cameron missed many match darts. This took the game to a last leg decider. Stowe was the first to have finished when he left 78. He hit treble 18, which left double 12. He then hit double 12, but didn't think it was in, meaning that he threw another dart at double 6, which he missed. The referee then told him it was in, and he checked it. The strange game came to a strange end. Buntz went on to win the final, and also took the other 2 events that weekend. When Rowby-Rodriguez was playing Joe Cullen in the first round of the 2022 Players' Championship Finals, referee Hugh Ware had words with him about walking in the exclusion zone, insinuating that he was putting Joe off. This put Rowby off and annoyed him, and it looked to be very harsh from Ware, as Cullen was yet to complain. Rowby ended up going 5-2 down and looked very frustrated. In this final leg, he was throwing far faster than normal and not using his normal action, making it look like he had given up and wanted to get off the stage as soon as possible. He hit some low scores in this leg and didn't look like he cared one bit. After Cullen missed a 91 checkout when Rowby was a long way back, the Austrian hit a single 20 and treble 19 before missing the board outside the double 7. If he had hit the double 7, he would have scored 91, emulating the checkout Cullen was going for and showing how he had given up as he was still in the 300s. Following the game, Rowby looked angry and Cullen backed him up by explaining that he had done nothing wrong. He stated that Rowby was not affecting him at all. He felt that the timing of the intervention was odd, as he felt Hugh should have waited until the end of the leg. We saw a similar moment happen in the same round of that same event when Suljovic was angry with himself during a game against James Wade. At 4-0 down, he narrowly missed 6 darts at double 12 to win his first leg. Wade then took out 56 to make it 5-0, and Mensah was so angry at his inability to hit double 12 that he started the next leg by throwing at the target, which he missed again. He then returned to hit treble 20, but started his next 3 visits aiming at the double 12. Amazingly, he managed to win this leg and avoided a whitewash, taking out 91 to make it 5-1. The downfall of Glen Durrant has been well publicised, but did you know that he once left a PDC game early after giving up? In April 2022, he beat Tony Martinez to end a 19-game losing streak that lasted a shocking 268 days. During this time, Super Series 7 was held, a block of 4 Players' Championship events on 4 straight days. On the first 2 days, he was whitewashed in his first round game by Danny Baggish on the first day and Brett Claydon on the second. He averaged just 70 and 74 in these games. He chose to leave the block of events early after these poor performances, missing the next 2 tournaments. He stated that it was clear his 70 averages were not going to cut it in the PDC. He returned at the final Super Series block, which featured 3 events on straight days. On the first day, he was drawn against David Prouston in the first round. He won the first leg with a 26 starter before Prouston won 5 of the next 6 legs to go 5-2 up. At this time, Darren was averaging 70 again. Dart Connect revealed that the first 6 game ended at 5-2, and it was shown that Darren had forfeited. He has since stated that this is a regret and that he was stupid and bottled it on that day.